Our mission statement says that we want to be a leading supplier of reliable and efficient construction materials. And so quality control in this new lab that we have is so important to us in making sure that we're always testing new products, testing current products, coming up with new products that might be a better use of what we have, fit better into the demands that our customers might have.
At the lab here at Dolese, we test all of the raw materials that go into our products. We start by bringing our aggregates in, as well as cements, fly ashes, anything that we would use in our products. We test each of those individual products on their own, and then as we move through the process, we test the combination of those materials to see how they will perform for our customers.
And now we can do all these tests that will put our raw materials and our final products into the environment where they're going to be performing during their service life. It'll give us that taste for how it's going to perform 20, 30, 40, 100 years from now. So that's great. One of the main products that we sell is aggregates. Construction demands a lot of mineral aggregates, rock, coarse aggregates, fine aggregates, and we have the capability of taking those aggregates from our own quarries, from our own sand plants, bringing them in here into the lab, and then look into the engineering properties that we're looking, such as physical properties, the durability that these aggregates are going to have, the lifespan that I expect out of these ones, and the engineering properties that the designers will need, from a road base to a sidewalk to a concrete pad, all the way up to one of those high towers in Oklahoma City. We gotta determine if they have the right specific gravity, the right density, the right absorption, the right gradation. Those are some of the physical properties. And those are very basics. A lot of the local companies may be able to test that. But then we go in depth. Dolese doesn't stop just at the basics.
We test for ASR, alkali silica reactivity. Most companies have to ship that out to get it tested to labs. We've decided to buy that equipment ourselves and do it in-house so that we can track the performance of our materials as we move through the quarries, through our sand operation.
We make sure that we also meet the durability criteria that the LA abrasion machine demands. We put them into all the chemical and abrasion that the micro-devolve test requires, and then we put them into a freezer, doing all the freeze and thaw cycles, so that we know that during the years of service, these aggregates are not just going to come apart when we go through winter, summer, spring, and they are going to be there to last long and last for a lifetime. We put them into intense heat in some of our big ovens that we have in the lab, and we see how they perform under those conditions, and then we can determine if that aggregate is something we want to use or something that it's not good enough for Dolese.
Here at Dolese, we also have labs out in our quarry locations. We recently upgraded all of those labs to where they would be uniform and have all of the same equipment, as up-to-date equipment as possible. They need to know what the gradation of the products are that they're producing at the time, because that's the main thing they can control in the field. So they're testing aggregates every day. Concrete's typically tested under compression. That's the way it's been bought and sold for years. 28-day compressive strength, that's the design strength. We have several technicians in the field every day testing our concrete as it's produced. They'll cure the cylinders in the field as needed and then pick them up the next day, bring them in, and we'll prep them and get them into our cure room to be tested.
We bring them into the lab and we put them in this special room that we built with controlled temperature, controlled humidity, no lights, and we leave them there for the time that it takes to mature, so that we can take those cylinders, put them into our compression machine, and see them crush, see them explode. And we make sure that we achieve not just what the customer is demanding from us, not just our contractual obligation, but we achieve an over-design in our strength that will guarantee our customers that the concrete that we deliver is going to be above and beyond what they are demanding from us. we have a big freezer. And when we do our recipe, when we do our mix design, we put that mix design, that concrete, inside that freezer. And we expose it to 100 years worth of winters in 56 days. So we take that one and we make sure that it's gonna last those 100 years.
I think, you know, as well as the lab and the facilities and equipment, it's the people that we have here. We have a number of engineers with PEs who are helping us, lab techs who are certified by the industry experts. And so we have people who can do the testing that we need in-house.
We do it all in-house, which is great, because I don't have to wait for somebody else to have the time to go and do my testing. When I require the testing, I just go ahead and start doing it. And I think the customers see that as a benefit. In Dolese, we always say something that we repeat constantly: Dolese delivers. By building up this lab and investing all the money that we have invested, we are proving ourselves that these are not just words. We're really putting our money behind what we're saying.